Hey guys, Possessed Sandy plays back in basketball, having been fighting on this station.
I thought I was dead when
First
you
of
took me.
two.
Message coming in.
I was most of the time it's like,
Patching it through.
oh,
Thank you for dealing with the hostage situation, Commander. Chairman Burns was quite impressed by the way you resolved the situation peacefully. Your assistance above and beyond the formal duties has been noted, Commander. Fifth Fleet out.
yeah, 50 hours, right. Zoom out. And when was it with solar system, by the way? Well, we'll check the number of the system. Play the moon song. Oh, yeah, I noticed that. I think this here to help you find the shuttle thing. Quite recently, the recent gameplay didn't know what the shuttle was. Okay, I need to stop doing that, honestly. Brown by me, honestly. I was playing Warhammer 3. Really fun game. To play with that, very fun. By this fourth floor. This isn't as planned. Okay, why are we going here? Simple. The reason is quite simple, honestly. First up, this is basically next mission what we are going to. Very interesting place, honestly. Set the planet. Build top of an ancient city. Some days I wish there always a planet we can build on top of ancient cities like Coruscant. I know we're a new canon now, but it'd be nice if they blow some of the ancient galaxy path we were was a republic for that one. It'd be pretty interesting. I mean, no one in Norway can do what I want. So much great, honestly, though. I mean, kind of your one of it. I know it's the newest and you sometimes feel a bit low up, I know, but sometimes I feel like they don't really care that much. They just focus on, you can't say up ancient ruins on at least the both fact, like what you think about it, it's honestly building up some of the cities. I understand, giant wing ward. Sounds dumb, yeah, but I want basically find out what was a part before that one. It'd be pretty interesting to figure out what happened to them.
Commander, good to see
Maybe he lost his seed. Or anything.
a while. Have you seen my
Oh wow.
Well, not as much as you, but yeah, I've seen some interesting things.
I'll bet you have. Anything in particular that stands out?
I remember this Solarian geneticist I was sent to investigate.
Wow.
That case was a bit disturbing.
Disturbing.
What happened? Why were you investigating them?
I was tasked with tracking black market trade on the Citadel. Most of it harmless, nothing I needed to pursue. But during the course of my investigation, I noticed an increase in the trade of body parts, organs mostly. We usually get a few of those, but not the numbers I was seeing. We weren't sure if there was a new black market lab or if some freak was harvesting organs from citizens.
Is he really that common?
You've seen this before on the Citadel?
Every so often, some lab sells unwanted parts through the black market.
Oh.
They're not as bad as the cycles. I remember this one Elcor diplomat we caught in my first year on the job. He was hacking people up and selling their organs. Had a station.
My god.
But this case wasn't that clear-cut. Turns out there was more going on than we first realized.
This is interesting. And also he's a nice side quest too.
First, we got a hold of a sample and ran DNA tests. The weird thing was, the match led us to a Turian who was still alive and was very convinced he'd never lost his liver. After a bit of digging, I discovered this Turian worked briefly for Dr. Salion, the geneticist. So I went to his lab hoping to find evidence of cloned organ development, but there was nothing. No Solarian hearts, no Turian livers, not one Krogan testicle.
Wait, what?
You're kidding, right? Why would anyone want Krogan testicles?
Some Krogan believe that testicle transplants can increase their virility, counteract the effects of the genophage. It doesn't work, but that doesn't stop them from buying. They'll pay up to 10,000 credits each. That's 40,000 for a full set. Somebody's making a killing out there.
Okay.
What did you do about the geneticist?
I brought in some of his employees for interrogation to see if I could get them to talk. While I was interviewing one of them, I came across something suspicious.
What?
Go on.
One of my detainees started bleeding profusely during the interview. We offered to patch him up and he got frantic, freaked out. I ordered a full exam to find out what was going on. Our medics found incisions all over his body.
Oh my.
That was a big break. These people weren't just Dr. Salion's employees. They were test tubes, walking.
Oh my.
Test tubes.
That's it.
He was growing parts inside these people?
Okay. Oh my god.
He found their organs right inside their own bodies. Then he harvested them and sold them off. Most of the victims were poor. He'd pay them each a small percentage of the sales, but only if the organs were good. Sometimes an organ wouldn't grow properly, so he'd just leave it in them. Most of them were a mess, but only on the inside, hidden so nobody could see it.
I hope he got what he deserved.
That's the worst part. We never caught him.
Wait, what?
Why not? What the hell happened?
He ran, blew his lab, grabbed some of his employees, and headed for the nearest space dock. By the time I found out, his ship was already leaving. He threatened to kill his hostages if we tried to stop him.
But you went after him anyway, right?
I ordered Citadel Defense to shoot him down, but CSEC headquarters countermanded my order. They were worried about the hostages, worried about civilian casualties if the ship was destroyed.
Maybe try.
Citadel. I told them those hostages were dead anyway. He just used them to make more organs. They wouldn't listen.
I see.
Well, you can't get them all.
No, but letting him get away like that. All they had to do was disable that ship, stop him from running. Maybe the hostages die, maybe they don't, but at least we stopped the bastard responsible for it all.
A tough choice.
I suppose I can see both sides. But what's done is done.
Yeah. Yes.
I suppose. Can't waste too much time worrying about it now. Just wish I could have stopped him. That's all.
Do you have any idea what happened to Dr. Salion?
I sent out feelers from time to time, hoping to find something. I thought I'd found him a while back. He changed ships and changed his name to Dr. Hart, his idea of a joke, I guess. I told the military, but they weren't convinced it was him. I got the transponder frequency for his new ship, but I just can't get anyone to check it out.
I'll check out the coordinates when I get...
This is a side
I was
quest.
hoping you'd say that. But Commander, take me with you when you go. If it's Salion, I'm gonna be there when you find him.
Yeah, that's a side quest. I would please with Garrett, honestly. Oh, Rex, look, Rex, get some crazy mercenary stories.
Why did you become a mercenary?
If I will navigate this. Like,
Such as?
Such as, I needed to get out of our system. I needed to eat. I needed to survive.
Why not stay and help your people?
I tried to help. That's why I had to leave.
really?
I was betrayed. I was head of a small tribe. We were trying to restore order after the war, but the other tribes were against us. They followed Jared, one of the few warlords who survived the war with the Turians. But he was old, and so were his ideas. He wanted to continue the war. He wanted us to
What?
fight. Turians, Solarians, each other. It didn't matter who, as long as we were fighting.
What did you want?
I just wanted Jared to shut up. to stop his ranting. I wanted him to stop leading the tribes astray. But he couldn't understand how much things had changed. We didn't have the numbers to go to war. Even if we did, the genophage made sure we couldn't replenish our numbers fast enough.
Yeah.
I told them all to forget about war. We needed to focus on breeding, at least for one generation. And for a while, we were getting through. Some of the tribes
Yeah.
started coming around.
I take it the warlord didn't appreciate that.
No, he didn't. He arranged a crush with the tribes. A meeting on neutral ground. He wanted to talk. We met at the Hollows, near the graves of our ancestors. The skulls of our dead laid bare to remind us where we come from, and where we all go.
Wow.
It's as sacred as any Krogan place can be. Violence is forbidden.
It sounds like a trap to me. You must have suspected as much.
I did. But when your father invites you to a crush, well,
Oh,
there are some laws that even we hold sacred.
your father?
Jared was your father?
He was, until that day. We talked, but we didn't
Wow.
get anywhere. When it was clear that I wouldn't join him, he gave the signal. His men leapt from the graves of our ancestors like Krogan undead. The few that were loyal to me died quickly. I escaped with my life, but not before I sank my dagger deep into my father's chest.
Wow.
That is why I left, and that's why I'll never go back.
Oh, that's sad.
Shepard.
Yeah. You visit that place in Mass Effect 3.
Oh, before I go, you said you're serving with Commander Shepard now? We saw him on the news here. He's cute.
Wow.
Later, sis.
Tell me you didn't hear that.
Your sister, I assume?
Until I get home and kill her. That's
Oh.
Sarah, the youngest. Surprised to see you here, sir. Thought you'd be chatting up, what's her name? T'Soni?
Liara.
Liara. Why would you think that?
Scuttlebutt says you got a bit of a thing for her. I could understand why. The crew's off limits with the regs against fraternization. And at least she looks like a woman.
You think I'm interested in Liara because she's the only one I'm allowed to date?
So you are interested in her. Of course, it could be politics. Alien diplomat's daughter, us under orders to make
Oh.
peace with the bug-eyed monsters. What's up? You didn't come by to eavesdrop on Family Mail.
Your family seems to be important to you.
Yeah, we've always been close. Me and my sisters especially. With Dad on duty so much, I had to help Mom raise them.
After helping raise them, your sisters still talk to you? Amazing.
Things were
That is bad, I see.
Then we bonded.
Sounds like your father wasn't around much. Wasn't your family stationed near him?
Dad always wanted to serve in space, but he wanted us to have real ground under our feet. He'd say, space is beautiful, but you can't raise a family there. I cannot rest from travel. I will drink life to the lees. All times I've enjoyed greatly, have suffered greatly, both with those that loved me and alone. For always roaming with a hungry heart, much have I seen and known, cities of men and manners, climates, councils, governments.
I never thought I'd hear you reciting poetry.
Just because I can drill you between the eyes at 100 meters doesn't mean I can't like sensitive stuff. Just don't spread it around. Ulysses was my dad's favorite poem. Every time he shipped out, he recorded me reading it. He had a dozen versions when he retired.
He must have
Somebody
been a
don't.
boring man.
He also brewed his own beer and played a mean baritone sax.
Wow.
Dad passed on a few years back. He's probably still watching, though.
Yes, yeah, let's see. Not from the afterlife.
I thought you said he was dead.
You know, from heaven, wherever that is. That's not a problem with you, is it? That I believe in God?
Your
I'm not
business is your
judging.
business. I'm your commanding officer, not your moral compass.
Just my commanding officer, huh? We'll have to see about that.
What are you saying, Williams?
Me? I'm not saying anything, Skipper. I should get back to my duties. Didn't mean to take up so much of your time.
We'll talk later, Williams.
Looking forward to it, Skipper.
That was nice. That was nice, honestly.
Looking for supplies?
Yes.
Let's see what you've got.
You bet, Commander.
Let's see what armor he has. I wish we can compare gun to armor. It'd be freaking helpful, honestly. Let me hit the compare button. Perfecto. Better shotgun? Hell yeah. Find some decent armor. Yeah, this on see now very more power my old piece of junk. Will become. But yeah, why am I going to time? Well, because Mafia, you know how
I'm glad you're here.
again.
Good to see you
Math,
smiling.
well, Mafia more like part dating sim too.
I'm
Target, no tell. Yeah.
I'm getting used to how quiet your ship is. I still think a lot about my pilgrimage, though. I know Saren's our top priority, but with all the worlds we go to, I was hoping to find something to bring back to the flotilla.
Like what?
What are you hoping to find?
Usually, people bring back something like a derelict ship we can use for salvage, but I need something bigger. There's a lot expected of me.
Why?
What's so special about you?
Yeah.
Father, he's the senior member of the Admiralty Board.
Oh.
He's one of only 5 people who can overrule the decisions of the Conclave for the good of the migrant fleet. My father is responsible for the lives of 17 million people. Our entire race is in his hands.
Wow.
And I'm his only child.
So are you some kind of heir to the Quarian throne or something?
No, it doesn't work that way. My father's position isn't hereditary. I'll probably never serve on the Admiralty Board myself. Officially, I'm just the same as any other citizen. But it doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
People have always treated me differently because of who my father is.
You must get all kinds of special privileges.
I probably had it easier than most growing up. But
Yeah.
it's not all good. People like my father have enemies, and they're not above using me to get to him.
It must be tough on you.
My people place a high value on family and ancestry. There's an unspoken expectation that I'll live up to my father's example.
Yeah.
Everyone's waiting for me to do something great on my pilgrimage. Something that will forever change our lives for the better. If I don't, it's like I failed, and that reflects badly on both me and my father.
You said guys
Here is more important than anything any Quarian has ever done before.
Yes, I know. But you have to understand Quarian culture. We're a very insular society. The events beyond the flotilla don't much matter to the average citizen. Our greatest dream is that one day we'll return to our homeworld and drive out the Geth. But even if we stop Saren, that's not going to happen. There's still millions of Geth behind the veil. Until they're gone, our exile will continue.
What would you need to bring back to make everyone happy?
Something that would help us better understand the Geth. They've changed significantly since the exile. They've continued to evolve.
a Gap's corpse.
We've done our best to study them, but it's not easy.
Yeah.
Very reclusive. Until recently, they never went beyond the borders of the Veil. And all the Geth we run into now are under Saren's control. We'd need to find Geth operating on their own, independently. But I don't want this to get in the way of our mission, Shepard. First, we stop Saren. Then I'll worry about my own problems.
Yeah, I guess maybe it's a side quest.
See you later.
We're here, no game left.